What is going on, everybody? Just the Savage here, aka the Spectrum Gamer. I am so glad to be back on the channel, and today, guys, we are going to be starting our very own Terraria Let's Play. That's right. I have been rattling this around in my mind for the past month or something like that, and I finally decided that I'm going to do a playthrough, guys. So this is episode 1. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that like button, and let's get started. So today I'm going to be creating my new character, and we're going to be creating our first world. First off, I'm going to show you the mods that we have enabled. I have a lot of mods downloaded, but so the first mod that we have enabled is the World Gen Previewer. This will allow us to see what kind of world that we get, what kind of world generation, where everything is located. It just makes everything so much easier, because who wants to run around their world all day looking for their jungle, looking for their crimson? Who wants to do that? Next up, we have the instant respawn, which as the name implies, when I die, and I know I'm going to be dying a lot in this playthrough, so you're going to have to bear with me when I do that. But instant respawn, this will allow me to instantly respawn back to my spawn point so that I don't have to wait forever for my character to spawn back. Next up, we have the yet another boss health bar, and one of my favorite add-ons allows me to see how much health a boss has. And the last one is the boss checklist, and the boss checklist, is as the name implies, allows me to see how many bosses I've defeated, what bosses I've defeated. So that will be good for us. So let's go back. I've already enabled them. Now we're gonna go into single player. It's gonna be this top. Autism moment. Excuse me. It's gonna be this top selection here. We're just gonna go into single player. And for those of you who don't know just yet, this is my post-movement character that you've seen me play multiple times. This is Nelson, and I created him, completed a playthrough with him, and he's actually the current star of my channel right now. But first off, we're gonna trash this guy. I don't know why. I just want to, delete him. And then we're going to create a new character. So in this menu, you can change his hair, his hair type, his hair color. You can make his hair look whatever you want. Green, purple, blue, teal. It doesn't matter. Whatever your imagination wants, I'm sure you can put it on there. You can also change his eye color, his skin tone. Yes, you can if you wanted to. You could make him look like a Ninja Turtle, but I don't think we're going to do that. But so you can also change his clothes style, make it any color you want, any style you want. You can choose his gender, of course. Softcore. Now this is this is like your character's personal set difficulty. This changes like what the game does, like when you die. Softcore meaning softcore characters drop money on death, meaning that your characters will not drop any of their loot, which is good for us. They will only drop money. Medium core, meaning that they will drop items on death. I never play on medium core because I like to keep my inventory. And hardcore, which will your character will die for good, meaning that once he dies, there's no getting him back. You would have to create him again. But we're just going to stick with softcore for now. So we're going to go into the hair section, and we are going to we're going to give him like a, I don't know, like a cool hairstyle. The word had to come to me. That's just the thing with me. Pardon my stuttering. I know it's very annoying, but what I don't understand is that you can give your male character female hairstyles. Yeah, just have that rattle around in your mind for a second. I don't know why, but we can make him bald. I don't want to make him bald. We can make him look like a caveman. I don't want to do that. I want to be nice. Oh yeah, that's a funky looking one, but I'm not going to go with that one. There we go. And my personal favorite, I always make my character the same way. He has either this hairstyle or the other one, and he's always primarily blue. So there we go. We have his hair color down. His eye color, I'm also going to change it to blue. And then his skin, let's see. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. No. Help me, I'm doing stupid things to my character. No, we're not gonna do that. But, yeah, that's good. That's good. And then, his clothes. Actually, I'm going to change his clothes style. So, if you want to change his clothes style, just come down here to the word style, and then just click it. And while you're clicking it, take a look at your character, and you're gonna have multiple different styles. The style, I personally like to think that the style depends on what kind of character you're gonna have, like what kind of like class he's gonna be. But because I really don't care about classes in this game, it really doesn't matter to me. So so that looks good. So we're going to change his shirt color. And these different bars will, this first one controls the overall color, this one controls the overall density, and this one shows you like how light and dark it is. And there's a little glitch. I don't know if you can hear that, but whenever your mouse is hovering over this, you're gonna hear like this very rapid like buzzing sound, but just try to ignore it. Next, we're going to go over to the pants, and his pants are actually going to be a little bit lighter. There we go. And then shoes, let's make his shoes like blue as well. Undershirt, we're actually going to give him like teal. Yeah, that looks good. And then we're going to create him, and we're going to call him, what should we call him, guys? You know, I'm just gonna give him the name that I give all of my characters, Natroy. That name came to me in a dream, but I'll get into that later. So, we've created him. So now, let's create our world. I have so many worlds, it's not even funny. Here, I'm just gonna get rid of this test world, and I'm gonna create a new one. Now, when you go to create a world, you can choose how big your world you want your world to be. So if you want a small world, I recommend this world for like beginners, people who are new to the game, medium for a little bit more of experienced players, and then large for like seasoned players like me. So I'm just gonna go with large. Now here we can actually control the difficulty for the world. So if it's normal, it's the standard Terraria experience, meaning that nothing special is added, like nothing challenging or anything like that. I mean, the game is challenging in of itself, but you know what I mean. And then expert, and then this is like for people who are like really, really good at the game. I mean, I'm a seasoned player, but I'm not as good as these people. But expert is like for far greater difficulty and loot. We're not going to do that right now. We're just going to keep it to normal. And then this is the thing that I really love. You can pick what kind of evil is corrupting your world. You can choose between the corruption and the crimson. And the corruption is purple while the crimson is red. The corruption is very hard to traverse. I personally hate the corruption. The crimson is more natural, and plus I love the color red. So we're just going to go with crimson, and then we're going to name this... what should we name it? I'll tell you what. Let's just call it Terraria Let's Play. Ugh, stupid keys. Okay, so we're going to submit. Now, this is the World Gen Previewer mod at work. This shows you the overall layout of your world, what it's going to look like. So we have a snow biome on the left. Our world evil, I believe, is on the right. Oh, no, wait. No, that's the jungle. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the jungle. Our underground jungle biome is huge. I have no idea. So there's our desert temple. There's our desert biome, excuse me. And then there's the underworld under there. This is just a really cool little mod. So there's our dungeon over here to the very far right. Excuse me, far left. We also have a little bit of corruption over here, as well as over here and over here as well. Looks like it's impacting the jungle biome, so I think that's going to be good for us. This is our underground desert. This is our underground snow biome. And our underground jungle, and here is our temple. So if you guys can remind me, like, if I ever forget during this playthrough where our jungle biome is. Okay guys, I don't know what happened there. I'm using Bandicam free version, so it only allows me to record 10 minutes at a time. But it recorded just at the very end of my world being created. So what we're going to do is that since we've already have our character selected, we're going to go into the world. Wait for it to load up. And here we are, guys. Welcome. So, here we are at the very beginning. So in the very beginning, you have three tools. You have a copper short sword, a copper pickaxe, and a copper axe. And if we go into our inventory using the escape key, we can actually get more detail with what we have at our disposal. So we don't have any like great stuff. We just have standard stuff. So copper short sword, copper pickaxe, and a copper axe. So the axe is obviously used to cut down trees, so we're just going to cut down some trees. One of my goals is to actually like build and finish our base, and I also need to it's always a good idea to start building your base like on the part where you on your spawn point. So that's what we're going to do just after I get some trees, and hopefully some annoying slimes don't come in and try to invade me. I think I just jinxed myself when I said that, but yeah, so far everything's peaceful. So this is our guide. This guide, his name is Connor. He is used to help you with crafting and to give you hints throughout the game. He's actually a really good asset, and when I'm playing like modded Terraria, like with Tremor, Thorium, and Calamity and stuff like that, there's a bunch of stuff in that game that I just don't understand. And here we go, our slimes. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Wanted to fight slimes. So there we go. I know I say that the slimes are pretty annoying, but they can be annoying. Believe me, especially during the slime rain event, which I'll get into later. But yeah, we're just going to take care of slimes. We actually need some gel in order to create some torches. So in order to create torches, you need wood and gel. And you gain gel from killing slimes, obviously. And you also gain it from killing a specific zombie with a slime on its head. Once we get into our first night, I think we'll be able to see one. But so, unlike in Minecraft, you can actually find, you can actually make wooden armor. I know, it's a real thing. And there are different varieties of wooden armor. There's the very basic wooden armor, which you can get from getting this wood right here, which is their standard wood. And then you can also get Beryl wood armor, which is actually which is basically a little better than standard wooden armor. You get it from cutting down trees in the snow biome, and yeah, and then you just craft it. You can also make a wooden sword, Beryl wooden sword, and stuff like that. I highly recommend that you make a wooden sword and basically a full wooden armor set of any wood of your choosing, because you're going to need it, especially in the very beginning of the game. So we're just going to cut down a few more trees, and then we're going to get started building. I'm hoping to cut down at least a few more trees before it officially becomes noontime in the game, of course. Excuse me. So yeah, guys, like I said at the very beginning, I've been wanting to do this for so long, and yeah, I was running through my mind, and I was like, do I really want to do this? Is this something that I really want to commit to doing? And I figured today it was like, well, I've sat on it for long enough. I think I'm just going to do it. So, and besides, I haven't been active on the channel in a while. I wanted to give it some breathing room because I was like uploading videos every other day. So, okay, so now that we have all of our wood, we're just going to take care of this slime real quick. And then we're going to take our pickaxe, and you use the pickaxe to mine out dirt. Now, Now you can also get these sunflowers, and the funny thing about sunflowers is that they'll actually emit light. So yeah, that's actually a really cool thing. So I'm just going to make us a pretty big piece of land, and I hope the guide doesn't get in the way. That's one of the complaints about this game, is that the NPCs will always get in the way whenever you're making something. So yeah, that's something that you need to keep in mind. We're also going to mine down 1 block layer, so to make the floor of our base even with the natural ground. That's one thing that you need to keep in mind, is that if you build 1 block above the natural ground, you're actually going to have a little bit of a difficulty getting in and out of your house. So we're going to make it level. Yeah, I think that's good. Actually, I'll just place a piece of dirt there. Okay. And then, it's okay if we have a little bit of a drop-off down there. So, we're going to start building our floor. Now, Terraria building standards say that you need to build a house that is at least 6 by 10, so 10 blocks wide and 6 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to mine out. Your character is by default a character that stands at least 3 blocks high. So you need to make a little crevice between the floor and the wall that is 3 blocks high, so that you can place down a door. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build our ceiling. We're going to build our ceiling, and then we're going to kill this slime, because if we don't, it's just going to get in the way. Yeah, I think you can probably tell by now that slimes are pretty much annoying. I said in my very first video that slimes are very annoying, no matter what you're doing. So, okay, so we're going to finish off, and a little trick that I learned when building is that if you want to know when to stop building to make the door, just put your character underneath the wall. Okay, and we still have plenty of wood left. I don't know why my game is so laggy, but I think it's because I have another piece of software running in the background. Thank you. Sorry guys, that was my phone. Actually, I'm going to check that real quick. Okay guys, my friend just said that he's on PS3, and I think we've already gotten off to a great start. It's about to become nighttime. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to create a workbench. You're going to need 10 pieces of wood to make the workbench, and then you're just going to place it inside of your house. And then you can use the workbench to make other things. So we're going to make 2 wooden doors, and then we're going to place them on either side. This is one of the requirements for Terraria building. So now the annoying slimes can't get in. So now I'm going to create a wall. Now walls are actually a little bit different to place than other blocks, and with me, I can never really tell how much wall I need to successfully fill in my house. Now the wall is essential, because if you don't put it in, if you don't completely fill in your space with wall, then enemies are going to spawn into your house, and you're just going to have a lovely time getting rid of them, because who wants to have mobs in their house? Who? So okay, so I finished up the wall. And now we're going to create torches. Now, a standard house in Terraria requires at least 2 torches in order for it to be a livable house. Now, if you want an NPC to live in here, then you need to build one more thing, and that is the wooden chair. There are many different varieties of chairs, materials, walls, torches, everything. So once we place this chair down, that will allow our guide, Connor, to successfully move in here. Now, over the course of the game, we're going to be building off of this, and we're going to be making it more of a livable space for more NPCs as the game goes on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being supportive, and again, I'm just so excited to get this series up and off the ground. This is only episode 1. So, anyway, guys, This is Just the Savage, aka the Spectrum Gamer. Like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you to. And I will see you guys in part 2. I will see you all next time.